Welcome to the Employer Monthly Reporting Process training video presented by the Employer Reporting, Compliance, and Education Division. This presentation is for new reporting officials of state agencies under the Department of Personnel and new reporting officials in the county clerk and sheriff's offices whose payroll is through state treasury. There are three components which make up the KPPA monthly report. The first component is the CRIS file, which contains the member details. These details require 50+ pieces of information for each employee that is automatically populated for the state and state police employees from the CRIS system. The county employees reported to county fees have their payroll information automatically added to the CRIS file, but the agency reporting official will be required to add or update the personnel information later in the monthly report process. The summary is populated from the payroll information reported on the member details and is component number 2. This summary consolidates the totals for each retirement plan separately to compare to the details and verify that the contributions reported match the payment received. And that payment is the third component of the monthly report and is sent to KPPA by Treasury and is based on the totals provided to them by the Department of Personnel. The monthly report process is cyclical and begins each month with KPPA generating the CRIS file template for personnel. Once the completed CRIS file is received, the summary is populated and the payment is received from Treasury. KPPA then works on balancing the monthly report between the details, summary, and payment, and will post the file to the KPPA system after it is balanced. The asterisk following this step is for the CERS agencies who report their payroll to county fees. It is at this point they receive the email notifying them that their supplemental wage reports are available, and they have 10 days to add and update the employee's personnel information. Following this, all member records from the CRIS file are run through edits and posted to the member's account if the record is accurate. If the record does not automatically post, the ERCE representatives at KPPA, who specialize in the CRIS branch, will contact the reporting official for information to correct and complete the records and post them to the member's account. After ERCE receives the requested information needed to correct and post the member's record, there may be additional steps required by the reporting official to maintain the correction of the record. The completion of the error correction process by the ERCE representative may result in either a pending transaction or an invoice that requires further information or action from the agency. The slides following will explain both possible outcomes. Pending transaction act as a placeholder on the member's account and allow the employer to correct the information without the generation of an invoice. Pending transactions occur when the correction on the record is due to a monetary discrepancy or a contribution group change. The reporting official is alerted to pending transactions through a report that is available in the monthly packet, which can be found on the Report tab in Employer Self-Service, or ESS. This report provides information on the employees requiring updates and adjustments to their personnel or payroll data. The correction must take place in the CRIS system to remove the pending transaction and post the correct record in its place, bringing the member's account up to date and accurate. While most error correction will cause the record to pend, there are a few exceptions that will create a personnel adjustment transaction invoice instead. The first exception is if the error occurs prior to the creation of KPPA's START software system in 2011. The second is if the process occurred outside of the CRIS system. The third exception are for installment payments of service purchases, or IPS payments, that are remitted to KPPA in error. And the final exception are any changes that occur to the employer-only contribution amount on the member's record. The Personnel Adjustment Invoice can be found on the Reports tab in ESS under the Invoice module. In total, there are 4 to 5 steps the reporting official should follow every month to properly complete the monthly reporting process. The first is to process your payroll and personnel actions as usual in your system throughout the month. Then, when KPPA creates the CRIS file template for personnel, we also send the reporting official of each agency an email alerting them that the monthly packet reports and invoices are available. Review the monthly packet reports and complete any necessary actions and adjustments for your employees. Then, everyone should review any newly created invoices and provide the invoice details to your EMARS contact to process or submit payment as required. The county clerks and county sheriff's reporting officials will need to review and update the supplemental report detail with personnel data following the submission of the file from personnel. And finally, respond to your ERCE representative when they contact you with questions or issues regarding member records for your agency. The modules on the Report tab in ESS were created for the reporting officials to complete many of the steps in the monthly reporting process. All reporting officials can find the Monthly Packet Report module, the Non-Monetary Adjustment module, and the Agency Invoices module. The reporting officials of the county clerk and county sheriff offices also have the Supplemental Report Detail module on this tab. Every month, when KPPA issues the email notification that the reports and invoices are available, the reporting officials just need to open the Report tab in ESS to locate the information. Let's review these modules, starting with the modules that all reporting officials see first. The Reports in the Monthly Packet module are a method of providing feedback and information to the employer regarding the prior monthly report. It is possible that you will not receive any reports, meaning the member records on the last monthly report posted without issue. However, there are approximately 10 reports that might show up in your monthly packet. Review each one for the information on the employees of your agency. If you have any questions about any of the reports or any actions required, please contact your ERCE representative for assistance. If you need to make a non-monetary adjustment to an employee account, like adding an end date or end reason, then the Adjustment module on the Report tab is a place to complete this action. Again, review each question and complete the process in ESS only if the adjustment is non-monetary. If you have questions about an adjustment or whether any action is required, please contact your ERCE representative for assistance. The final module on the Report tab in ESS is for invoices. Again, review the questions as they relate to your agency. The invoices on the module may be credit or debit invoices and may contain one member per invoice or multiple members of the agency. If you have any questions about an invoice, please contact your ERCE representative for assistance. When an invoice is determined ready to be processed, reporting officials for state and state police agencies must contact the EMARS person and provide them the invoice information and request for action. Reporting officials for the county clerks and sheriffs will electronically pay the invoice from their pre-established accounts. Reporting officials of the county clerks and sheriff offices who submit their payroll to county fees will see an additional module on the Report tab titled Supplemental Report Detail. When the county employers submit their information to county fees, the data they are providing is strictly payroll related. But the member's retirement account also requires personnel information, so the SRD was created for the reporting officials to add and update the personnel information on the agency employees. The questions to ask regarding your SRD is first, is it in ready status? If the account is in ready status, that indicates that it has not been submitted to KPPA. On the SRD in ready status, click the hyperlink to open the member details and carefully review and update each employee's personnel information. Following the completion of the updates and additions of any new employees, submit the SRD to KPPA for edit review and account posting. Thank you for viewing the Employer Monthly Reporting Process training. If you have any questions on the information in this training video, you may contact your ERCE representative or the general hotline Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can also access the Employer Reporting Manual and other information and trainings on the KPPA General website at kyret.ky.gov.